Hello and welcome to North Star Stamper. I'm Sue Kramer. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Minnesota, and today we are talking about punches. So let me find myself on my tablet. Half the fun of doing lives is being able to interact with you. And there we go. I think that's right. Okay. Say hello when you get here so I know I'm not alone. Although, if all goes well, I do put these on YouTube, and knock on wood if you're superstitious, I have been able to get these up on YouTube very quickly. So, okay, let's get started. So last week, I think, this is where you can find me online. If you go to my website, northstarstamper.com, you can find links to all of the other places I am. And that's where you can sign up for my weekly newsletter. So that goes out sometime between usually Tuesday and Thursday. Depends how much information Stampin' Up! Gives us on Tuesday, whether I get it out on Tuesday or not. Okay, so I had said we were going to talk about punch art. Somebody didn't know what punch art was. So that's what we're starting with. I'm not really going to do a punch art, but I want to demonstrate what punch art is. We don't have an oval punch this large, so this was actually a die cut I used, and I think they're retired ovals, but any oval would do. And then you can see I just used scraps of paper, Blushing Bride, and some white. And I punched out the small oval in the Blushing Bride, and the larger oval in the white. Can you guess what we're going to make? Let me know what you think we're going to make. Is anybody here? Hello, hello. Thank you for joining me. Right now it says Ann and Alma. Thank you for joining me. So I'm going to put some adhesive in the middle of our pink and center that right there. Can you guess what I'm making? I'm sure you can. I think both of you, so far, it's just both of you. Yes, Alma, I'm making a bunny. So this is the inside of his ears. Aren't they cute? So he's got like furry ears. So we're just going to center that with my liquid glue. I can move it so it's just right. And I was playing around with this before I got started. And my first thought was to make our bunny like this. And I thought, well, what if we went this way? I think he's kind of cute that way. And I'm not much of an artist, and I don't even have, I just have a regular pen. But I would probably find a little heart stamp and stamp like a nose for whiskers, and then just draw lines. Is that a bunny mouth or is that a cat mouth? I don't know. And I don't know what I would use for eyes. Maybe just some circles. But that's what I would do for punch art. I would find some small punches. And that would be our bunny. So that's what I mean by punch art. Obviously, you can use your dies as well. Punches are just so quick and easy that's why I prefer using them quite often. All right, but that's not what I'm going to show you today. I do have something else. So the two punches we're using today are the tailored tag. Hopefully you can see that. Make sure it's not glaring too much. The tailored tag and the large daisy. These are both going to retire in May. They are not, they're on sale. I think they're $14.40. Don't quote me on that, but check my store, my Stampin' Up! Store to see. They are on sale. They are retiring, but they're not even on low inventory, so they should be available for a while yet. You have probably seen this before, where you take your tailored tag punch, and I punched out some designer series paper. This was from the rainbows that was available during Celebration, and I used half of one of these. I eyeballed it and just cut it in half. You can see there's my half. And we're just going to adhere this on here and put a sentiment and be a quick card. I didn't want you to bother seeing me punch that and put adhere them on. I am going to use the Stamparatus for this, though, so you haven't seen that very much. We're going to use another stamp set that's retiring, and I'm kind of sad because I just got this about a month ago. And I think a happy hello to you would be kind of fun with these bright cherry colors. And the reason I'm using the Stamparatus instead of just a black is that hello is very solid, and I want to make sure it stamps well. So I'm going to, we can put it, I'll set it up for myself, and then I'll turn it sideways so you can see. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball it here. That's about where I want that, and I want that about there. And yes, it's crooked, but it doesn't matter as long as my stamp is straight in relation to my paper. So my very strong magnets are going to hold the stamp down. Can you see what I'm doing? I like to put something under here so this is nice and flat. I realize we're not doing a lot of stamping today, so this might be it. Maybe one other sentiment. Ink, ink, ink. This Memento black, Tuxedo black. Push right. So I'm not going to push my, on the edges here, I'm going to push right where the stamp is. And the great thing about the Stamparatus is that's not very dark. I want that darker. So we're going to ink it up again. And stamp it again. And hold it for a minute. See, how's that? Better, but I still want it darker. This, I think this is Magenta Madness, which is also retiring. So far, I think there are three re-inkers, and then the markers are not available in the colors that are retiring. And I didn't bring, let me grab a paper towel. I think I would have these handy. It wasn't too far away. All right, so that's our card base. Get this out of the way. Let me know if you have a Stamparatus and what you use it for. I do mostly use it for these stamps that are more solid image, because I want to make sure I get, which way? We'll put the sun in the upper corner. I'm going to put that right there. Hold it down for just a second. And I did grab my box of bling. I thought we could add some rhinestones with your take your pick tool. Oh, I have some that are colored. That might be kind of fun. Let's use those instead of just the. We're gonna put them around the sentiment. Just highlight that. There we go. So there's our quick card. Actually, I do want to do one more thing. That card is kind of bright, and I'm not sure how it would work to write on Magenta Madness. Just a little bit of glue for the inside. Not quite straight. See, with the glue I can move it. Still not quite straight. Why am I having trouble today? There we go. All right, so there's one card. So just using scraps. This is not a very big punch. I think I have 2 1/4 written. That's this way. So a very small scrap of paper, whether it's pattern paper, cardstock, stamped cardstock, embossed cardstock, lots of ideas. Hopefully I've given you enough over the years of ideas. Okay. So the other card, and this one I'm kind of excited about, we're going to use the daisy and the tailored tag together. I'll leave that there. Hopefully you can see that. All right. All right. Hello, everybody. So we are doing, I'll show you what I made so far. We're going to use them together. At first I did not have the white behind the flower, but you couldn't see them very well. So, obviously, I'm going to trim those off, but I want you to see how I did that. So I already have the 2 white ones punched. We are going to punch. And again, I just took scraps. It's like, what colors do I have scraps I want to use? And so we have Fleur de Flamingo, Pool Party. This is a Bumblebee and Pear Pizzazz. And then white and black. So yeah. Literally a scrap. So the blue one will start with the flower first. And with the green one, I'm going to start with the tailored tag first. And so you can see, and I couldn't decide which way I like to do it better, so we're going to do both and see if you think one is easier. So what I did was I punched the flower in the shape of the tag. So my double punching, I punched it once with the flower, and now I'm going to punch it again with the tag. And I do like to put all the petals in, so, and try to get, see, all right, there we go. So I'm putting the middle of the daisy kind of in the middle of the punch there, and kind of a mess, but that's all right. Or is it easier to punch the tag first and then put the tag into the daisy? And again, I'm putting the middle of the tag pretty much in the middle of the daisy and punch that. Lots of little pieces. All right. You can probably see where I'm going with this. I did use my acrylic sheet. I think it's acrylic. Is that what it's called? I forget what this is called. So we're going to adhere these onto here with liquid glue. Again, liquid glue gives me just a minute to move it around. That's kind of fun. I didn't get the entire flower punched, but that's all right. It'll work. Honestly, I meant to leave one of these blank to put a sentiment on, but that didn't happen. So I'm going to line this up. So what I did was I saw this angle down here, so I lined that up there, and then this flat here, so I knew right where it went on that one. We'll let that sit while we do the blue one. Again, that's Pear Pizzazz, and this is Pool Party. Putting a little bit of liquid glue on each of the petals so it stays down. And we're going to do the same thing here. See if I can figure out exactly where. Because I used the same punch to punch the white and the flower. So I just lined up the edges here on this petal. We're going to set that for a minute. All right, let's get this finished. So let's see. I don't want the blues next to each other, so we're going to put blue there.
Wait. No, I'm fixed too.
Got a little heavy there with my blues. We'll go lighter this time.
No, I'm normal now.
Kind of like that one that didn't get punched, the edge of the petal.
I was just testing stuff.
So I'm gonna hold that for a minute. So you've seen me talk about double punching punches, double punching with the same punch. So here I double punched with 2 punches. You could get real creative and use 3 punches, but we're just going to do 2 today. So now I'm going to trim off the excess with my, that's the one I just put on. Well, there go my pieces. I'm going to leave that one till last. So we're going to come down here. I could use a trimmer. I don't get this perfect with scissors. And my scissors do get a little gummy sometimes. And I thought I would stamp a sentiment. Oh, I have one more to cut off there. I just thought of something. This would be interesting to, instead of doing this on my actual card base, do it on a layer and then put it through an embossing folder. Wouldn't that look like a quilt? I know I have quilters watching, so I thought that would be kind of fun. All right. So there are our cards. I'm going to add a sentiment to this one, though. And what I'm going to do, let's see. because I'm going to stamp first and then punch. We'll just use Wishing You a Wonderful Birthday. Another retiring stamp set, Elegantly Said, and it had a coordinating punch with it that I didn't use as much as I thought I would. We're just going to use black ink here. Ink, 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 ink. Put it down near the bottom, but not too far because I know my punch has... There we go. That works. And now I can center this on here. Did I go up high enough? See, I would like to put it... Oh, that works. Okay. See, I'm almost to the edge. There we go. Oh, sorry. I hope I was on camera. All right, there we go. And we have to figure out where this is going to go. I think on dimensionals, which I have my adhesive bucket handy. Yay. Our little ones will work. And then I think we'll put some... Oh, I did that a little crooked, didn't I? That's straight enough? I think it's close enough. It's close enough. All right.
Oh, right here. There's someone right there.
So, use your punches in lots of different ways. We have a lot of them retiring, which is kind of sad. We have a few coming. A few new ones coming. Trying to think if I bought any yet. I don't know. We'll talk about the new catalog at the end of April. How's that? Just before you can purchase from it. We're going to put that right in the middle. Right there. Let's get those rhinestones back. I think just plain ones this time. And I've got different sizes. Sorry, I haven't been reading comments. We're going to put it right on the sentiment. There. Wishing you a wonderful birthday. Combine your punches. It's kind of fun. I don't know how I came up with it. It just came to me, honestly. Let's see. Comments. Uh-oh. My tablet lost you. Are you still with me? Let me pull back my information. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I can always help. That's what I'm here for. I think that is my job, to help you use the Stampin' Up! Products you purchase. All right. There, it says we're here. Okay. Thank you, thank you. I like my card too. I thought it was kind of fun. Again, scraps. I use scraps of DSP here, and I use scraps of cardstock here. The our designer series paper. This was all from one pack, and the colors, it was easy to come up with colors that coordinated. So thank you for joining me. Happy stamping. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Have a good night, and I'll be back next week. Like I said, I do take requests. If there's anything you want me to show you next week, let me know. All right. I think we're good. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Bye.